Everyone's Jackal Wolf back in Skyfactory 4 with another episode of Jackal Wolf's Prestige Run. This is the series where I am trying to unlock the project tree world type. To do that, we're going to need about 350 total prestige points. We are currently sitting at a little over 100 and maybe about 35 with all the things that we've unlocked. Just to get the Project E into our world, that cost us 100 points, but we're going to need another 250 prestige points to actually unlock the Project E world type. So we've got a long ways to go, but we are getting very, very close. We've got that empowered Parabox up and running. You can see I've got a room full of batteries. Most of these are from the various time heists I've already pulled. I've also got a fission reactor, and I'm actually in the process of trying to figure out a better fission reactor. I have got the Nuclear Craft Fission Reactor Design Generator by CBY0124 sort of running in the background here, basically doing a bunch of different iterations, trying to find out the best one. What it looks like it's going to take is some Cryotheum coolers. So to do a Cryotheum cooler, let's start with that. We're going to need a bunch of Cryotheum dust. To make the Cryotheum dust, we're going to need the Blizz powder. Oh, and a snowball. That actually might be a bit more of a problem than I thought. Blizz powder is easy because we can make a blitz, but a snowball, froster. Would it make a snowman? Is there snowman seeds? Snow. Ooh. Functional snowman. Statue core, we still need snow in that case. Ooh, I was thinking just doing a little bit of research here while we were waiting that this might actually be easy. But the froster's not too bad. We've got plastic, diamond, gold gear, machine casing. Actually, we could probably be able to do that pretty easy. Before we start that though, let's go pop into this room here. This is our machine room. This is where we set up our gas last time. Wow, that is so loud. I'm gonna turn that down in my ears. I'll be turning it. I generally turn it down in my editing software just so it's not quite so loud for you guys. But what we got to do is here's the fluid infuser, and let's go pop that right here. It's gonna take some power, so we'll go take a GPS it, and wow, we are running out of spaces here. Okay, so that's got power. I am designing the new reactor to primarily run off of oxidized Len 236 fuel, but we will oxidize the regular TBU fuel as well because we're going to need that to make more of this Len fuel. So let's oxidize this first. Oh, we're going to probably need to get gas in there. Can I put that's hydrogen, oxygen. Can I put it right in there? No, we're going to, okay, oxygen. Let's put that there. Actually, if we put it right down below, side configuration, input tank. No, we're probably gonna have to do the pipes for it. So let's take this off again, put that there, and I got pipes ready to go. We'll go 1, 2, yeah, oxygen, liquid oxygen. Oh, okay, here we go. Input tank, left, disabled input. All right, side config. Input, output. There we go. That's what we got to do. Side config, output. All right, yeah, so it's taking liquid oxygen and it is converting that Len 236 fuel into the other Len 236, or the oxidized version of that. So sorry, just got distracted. This configurator is taking a really, really long time. It's done like 443 iterations. Wow, okay, it does more iterations, but it's calling it episode 444, 445, and it's just doing all this calculation. I haven't seen it change much lately, though. That's why I think I'm going to need that Cryotheum stuff. But next up, let's go work on that snowball, which requires the froster, which is plastic machine casing. Actually, I think we might be able to EMC all of this. So plastic. So it's 4 plastic. It's a diamond. It was a gear. I think it was a gold one. What am I missing? 2 buckets of water and a machine casing. So water, machine casing. All right, so we should froster or ice cream maker, sure, whatever you say. Let's put that one right here. This requires power. What are we powering that we don't need to be powering? That chest. Don't know why we're powering that chest. Battery, manufacturing, processor, diffuser, chest. Okay, this guy, we can go power this. Him with that. There we go. All right, so he's getting power. He is probably going to need none select. Okay, we want snowballs. I'm pretty sure it's going to need water, so we can use our water right there. All right, perfect. So that gets us the snowballs. Next up, we need to work on the cryotheum. What are we working on? We're working on cryotheum coolers, which is cryotheum dust, which is blitz powder, which means we need the blitz seeds, which is corn seeds, gunpowder, and niter. Now, niter is easy. That's just sandstone in the manufacturing got out a bunch of niter, and we've done that one previously. Now, gunpowder we've got in here, so we'll do half a stack of gunpowder. I don't know how many of these seeds we're going to need. Now, corn is something we don't have in here. It's not the end of the world, so we can go pop back to, which one's our garden? Not that one. This one. Pretty sure I got corn in here. Kind of thought I had corn set aside, but we got corn right there. Corn seeds, which we cannot EMC the corn seeds, which is kind of why I thought I had extra of it. Not the end of the world. We can do more corn. Blitz seeds. I've got a feel I'm going to need a bunch of them. Oh, good. I do have a watering can in here. I'm not going to go do the super fast one. Let's just... Oh, maybe I should. No, this is not too bad. Okay, you know what? Yeah, we are. We're going to get a couple more of these. We can always re-MC them back. All right, so we're going to go start that. Bring all of these guys in. Oh, that's right. It's got to be in my offhand, I think. Okay, offhand. Bring these guys in. Put all these guys back. There we go. Super, super fast. There we go. 32. Perfect. Let's go EMC all those guys. Throw the corn in there. And so blitz seeds. We got our grass growing here. Oh man, you guys are going to be in the way, aren't you? Oh, wait, what am I doing? I'm so dumb. I'm going to want those watering cans. I'm definitely going to want those watering cans. I've still got one. Oh, I've just got two. Man, I'm so bad at this. Okay, let's just try it with the two. So throw this in here. Oh, hey everyone, it's Future Jackal Wolf here. Just want to thank everyone for watching these videos here. I really appreciate the support. Oh, and if you're looking for other ways to support, you can always check out my Patreon page. And you know what, maybe my new YouTube membership page. There are a lot of great perks there, like, you know, maybe some early access stuff, some, you know, behind the scenes stuff, and maybe if there's enough interest, even a Patreon, YouTube membership Minecraft server, if, you know, that's the sort of thing that you like. So, you know, maybe you might want to go check those out. Anyways, you know what, thanks again for watching. Okay, so there we go. That took a lot longer than it should have. Okay, let's turn that off. Toss you in there. If I try to do these guys one at a time, I might end up getting two. Oh boy. I wasn't expecting them to fly so high. There we go. Wait a minute. Blitz rod. Blitz powder. This is a blitz. Blizz. I need a blizz. Blizz seeds are 2 snowballs and lettuce seeds. Oh boy, this is... This is not good. We're just going to have to take care of these guys as quick as we can. Okay, that was... I thought there's the niter that I thought I needed. Okay, so that's not what we want. I can't even see some of this stuff, though. All right, let's throw this stuff in here. All right, let's go get those snowballs, of which we should have quite a few. All right, there's a stack of snowballs. Now lettuce. I think we can buy lettuce seeds. Leaves. Oak leaves. That might actually be tougher than I thought. Do we actually have oak anywhere? I'm gonna say we probably don't. Oh, we do. We got oak leaves. Okay, perfect. All right, so let's go pop back to our farm with our marketeer. So lettuce seeds is 8 oak leaves down to 6. We got 15. That's not too bad. We can work with that. All right, we got a bunch of blitz seeds. Maybe I won't quite fill this this farm area here. Come on, I can make it. Let's just do... Let's start with 4. All right, perfect. Oh. Getting the snowballs. Oh, there we go. There we go. We got 1. And that makes 2. We're going to need 8 total. Oh, I should check to see... I wonder if that was EMCable. No, it's not EMCable. All right, so we're where we were before. All right, there we go. We got 4. All right, it's 2 more. All right, we just need 1 more of those blitz rods. All right, perfect. I really like having that saturation. It really makes dealing with heat and all, or not heat, but dealing with damage super, super easy. We'll EMC those. Same thing with the watering cans. Let's get the one out of my hand here. Those in there. All right, so Cryotheum, 2 blitz, redstone, and snowball. Oh, I need 8 of those. Ooh, boy. That gets me 2. I can EMC the snowball. That's not the end of the world, though. Oh, man. Okay, we actually need to do more of these. Oh, wait. No, what am I worried about? I've got 8 blitz powder. Okay, let's pull out the redstone. We're going to need 4 redstone. I'm overthinking this. It was redstone, snowballs, blitz. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we need an empty cooler. Surround that by Cryotheum dust. Cryotheum cooler. And then we just got to go. How much is the EMC value? Oh, you're kidding me. Why? So Cryotheum, short of running it through a bunch of time heists, it's not a good option for us. And that's going to frustrate me. All right, it's not the end of the world, though. It's not the end of the world. What I'm going to do is I'm going to rerun that iteration without the Cryotheum. And I'm going to double check and see if there's anything else that we can't easily EMC. How are we doing over here for our fuel? Okay, so there's our lead fuel. Let's put that TBU. I've actually made a bunch more over here as well. So let's go and fill that up. And we probably got some extra. Here we go. We're not using you at the moment. Throw that up there. That's going to speed things up quite a bit. How are we doing? You're empty. You're running low. Well, really quick as well. What we could do... Don't see... We've definitely got enough from the froster. Especially because we're not going to be able to use them. So that's kind of a pointless thing. What we can do is we'll throw down our electrolytic separator. Oh, kind of lost my position there. Let's put you here. And we're going to power you up. Oh, you actually... Oh, yeah, you do need power. You do need power. Oxygen and hydrogen. So, is that all I had for pipes? What are these called? Tubes. Let's grab a couple. Actually, I could have put it up against the wall. So I think this was our oxygen. Let's actually break this. We'll break this guy and this guy. Now the hydrogen... Oh, well, that's not what we wanted. So you go like that. And now we put the hydrogen in here. And then that's going to make more. Take our water, put that back in front. Okay, I don't know how long it's going to take for that, configure thing to configure a new reactor for me. So let's run with the one that we've got. Oh, there's the Len fuel. So let's pop back into the regular TBU oxide. Because that's 120 base minutes, 84 RF per tick, 22.5, 18. So it does produce more heat. Lead oxide, TBU oxide. Oh, I don't have any of the regular oxide fuel to compare it to. That should be okay. Let's run a test. We got no fuel in here. Let's just use the regular oxide fuel. It is generating heat over time, because my plan was to basically before next episode, I got to start this running in the background because we're going to need a bunch of points, and 43,000 per tick. I wanted a reactor that could handle our most common, or our best fuel that's not like overpowered, which to me is this Len oxide fuel. Now, if I put this in here, the heat would go up like quite a bit. So maybe we should just stick with the TBU fuel until I get this reactor sorted out. So which would probably be, maybe will be a beginning episode of the next episode, and then we'll do a bunch of in the background stuff, and then we'll finish up that episode. So I think that's probably how we're going to go. But then all of these batteries, I'm going to hook up into here as well. And I can just let it run for as long as all of this kind of goes, get as many points as possible. And then we could, kick it back, start the whole thing over again. So yeah, the heat cools down really, really quick. So we're about 40 minutes into recording time. Let's do a quick time heist and we'll see how things go. First, before we do that though, this is something I should have been doing all the time. Let's EMC everything here that we can. And actually, you are coming in here. We've got regular TBU fuel there. That's good. Oxide, Len. What's in this storage bag? Okay, let's throw that in there. What I should have been doing before is pulling out all of our EMC, saving it in here. Oh, electric motor. I accidentally pulled that out. And then I can put it back into my tablet. But when I come back, that's something else I must have pulled out. But when I come back, it's going to be sitting here in the test. So I'm basically doubling my EMC every time I go into it. So that could be very, very helpful as well. So let's go. We're going to activate this. 16,000. What we need to do. GPS marker. Is this? Where are you pointing to? You are pointing to there. We don't want that. Let's put you on. These guys are just pointing to the batteries that I'm not charging anyway, so it's no big deal. So we should be getting our full amount here. 20 minutes, which is good for time. Lead singularity, do I bother with it or not? So EMC all of this stuff back. Is this what we use? Lead singularity, lead ingots. We could do one of these, but this here is broken again. I keep forgetting to fix it before we start a time heist. So I got to get rid of, put that back in there. I did the same thing again. There, and now we can put the lead in. Yeah, lead's not too bad. It's actually pretty low on the EMC scale. We can definitely do one of these guys. Especially because I'm going to get all of this EMC back. And when I pull this down, I'm going to get a ton of EMC as well. All right, we should be, there we go. We are, oh, it's not getting any power though. You don't have any power. Oh, I'm so dumb. We meant to put all of that TBU fuel up there. No, why is this not? Oh, right, that was the oxide stuff. All right, that's running good. I completely forgot about that. Okay, so it ate up almost half of our EMC. So I don't know, maybe EMCing this is not the best way of going about that, but it will get us about 2 minutes off of this, which is nice. That'll save me a little bit of time. Question is, what am I going to work on now that reactor thing's kind of fallen through? All right, lead singularity. Put that in there. 3 minutes. All right, that's nice. It must be a percentage of how much time is left. Glowstone. Yeah, we're not going to get away with a glowstone singularity. That's for sure. Now, is this not... It's definitely not running out of power. 31.2... It's generating more power than it's using, which is good. At least to start. That kind of goes up exponentially as we go along. All right, I'm going to replace this tank here so we can get a little bit more oxygen in here. Because we do want these fuels. We do want these fuels. And actually, this depleted TBU oxide, kind of curious what we're going to get out of that. I suppose while I am out and about, we can go do our time heist stuff, which is grabbing all of our diamonds. It's nice that it's actually coming out full, or almost full anyways. And we'll do the same thing with our emeralds. All right, so that should get us a fair bit of EMC. But you know what? While we're at it, what we can talk about is next season, because the whole point is for me to unlock this project tree world type. So when we start in there, we really don't have any prestige stuff to work towards, but there are a couple of things that I really, really want to do. One of which is going to be the portal guns. The other thing we would like to do is something I haven't done before, not done a lot of. There we go, the Skylight Forest. I would really like to go and do the whole Skylight Forest thing, or at least a good chunk of it. So I think that's what we're going to do next season. We'll open up the portal gun. We'll do the Skylight Forest. Maybe we'll even do the Matter Overdrive Android. That's something else I've only played around with a little bit. I think that's probably the best use of our time, because there's a lot of stuff on here we've already done. And you know what? It's not a big deal. Well, I actually do. No, I don't have Flux unlocked, but because that's what some people have suggested. I've got a couple of suggestions that I use the Flux to wirelessly transmit energy between dimensions. And I may not even have to. I wonder, here's a test. Here's a test here. What can we... Okay, if we go back over here, we're going to take this battery, and we're going to place it on the floor. We're going to take a GPS, we're going to link it, and then we're going to go back over here. Let's put it in this guy here. It is pointing in a direction. It actually works. Now, but would it do it across dimensions, though? Let's take this. Let's head back in here. Going to take that GPS marker again. And we're going to go... So let's go to the Lost Cities. Put this here. Go do that. I don't think this is going to work. I'm fairly confident this is not going to work. It's making me nauseous. Cannot cross dimensions. Okay, so that tells us enough right there. But we could expand this reactor so that it's taking up pretty much the whole, everything but like just a little bit, move the batteries and then power Parabox pretty much anywhere to any of my other cubes, and I can run the wireless power from that. But the thing is, with the fuels I've got, this making it just a little bit bigger isn't going to make that much of a difference, to be honest with you. It's a thought, though. It was definitely a thought. And you know what? While we're here... Oh, actually, let's go back and grab that battery. Because we're down to 3 minutes, which is pretty good. Actually, we should go around and start collecting stuff. Ooh. I should have put this down in the world before I started the time loop. Okay, let's EMC that Froster because we don't really need it. We will take down these batteries and store them because they will definitely increase my longevity in a long run time heist. We're down, what, a minute now? Minute 40? What do we want from here? We'll take these fuels. We'll take the Cryotheum cooler. Don't really think there's much in these bags that I really need anymore. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to do. There are upgrades here. So we're doubling up on those. That's good. I got my major EMC stuff from the diamonds and the emeralds. Yeah, I think as soon as this is done... Well, actually, let's take these batteries down now. Yeah, we'll put them in this bag here. All right, charge that one up. Oh, I missed some batteries. Wow. There's a lot of batteries in here. All right, so there we go. That is all done. We can pull you out, pull you out. So there should be no power going to this. That's good. We're not going to waste any power. All that power can go charging you up, though I'm not going to wait here for that. Let's take the rest of that fuel out. We'll let it use it up. Let's clear these guys. Then I'm not taking up space. Oh, sorry, I did this wrong. I am kind of curious. Now that I'm thinking about it, there is probably some stuff I want to keep in these bags. Heads will keep the enriched alloy. It is useful. Nothing really important in there. Ooh, nether star. That is important. All right, so nothing more in those guys. Another nether star. Yeah, all right, that should be good. Let's go throw those guys up there. Are you done? All right, so you're done. We'll take this battery, even though it's not completely full. Oh, there's one other battery we gotta grab. This guy right here. Even though you're not completely full. All right, and then we're gonna take down the reactor because there's some really good EMC in here. Oh, I should EMC these nether stars. I don't know why I was holding on to them. All right, so that should be good. Let's go loop off. It's 3 more points. That brings us up to 21. We still got, we're like not even 10% of the way where we need to be. Okay, so we are back. That's perfect. We've got our reactor. Everything's back the way it was before. Let's go. Actually, I got an idea really quickly. With these batteries right here, let's take a energy cable. I didn't need 64 of them, but that's okay. Plop, plop, all the way up, all the way up. And then we might end up with like 2 full batteries out of 4 half-full batteries, which I think is better in the long run. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one, guys. Hopefully you are enjoying this video. I took a little bit of a left turn. I'm hoping to come back with a better reactor design for next episode. Then we're going to do a bunch of stuff in the background where I'm just basically going to drain the batteries, drain the reactor right into the Parabox, and we're going to kind of see how that works out for us. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. If you did, please think about leaving a like and a subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at Jackal Wolf. Also, check out the description below. There'll be a link to my Discord page. I would love it if you guys stop by to say hi, as well as be a link to my Patreon page. If you enjoy this channel, if you enjoy this content, you want to support, stop by, check it out. There are a lot of great perks out there for all of my supporters, but that is it. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.